Today is the International Day of Women and Girls in Science, as proclaimed in 2015 by the United Nations. It's the first recognition of this day, and in honor of it, I'm going to talk about a cool female botanist, Catherine Furbish. Born in New Hampshire in 1834, Catherine Furbish was a botanical collector and painter and did most of her work in Maine. She was something of a loner, and she spent much of her life roaming Maine forests by herself, collecting specimens. This was unusual for the time, as women were expected to marry and tend the home. Regardless, Kate dedicated herself to her botanical pursuits. She collected over 5,000 specimens, most of which are now housed in Harvard's natural history collections. She was well regarded by other New England botanists, and the endangered plant Pedicularis furbishae, Furbish's lousewort, was named after her. It grows only in Maine along the St. Johns River and was thought extinct until 1976. Its rediscovery actually prevented the construction of a $1.3 billion dam that would have flooded 88,000 acres of Maine forest. Kate died at the age of 97, having spent the end of her life living in Brunswick, Maine, and continuing her botanical work. Her paintings and illustrations are housed at Bowdoin College, and she is considered the first botanist of Maine. I chose to talk about Kate because she pursued botany with a single-minded love and determination, despite expectations of women at the time. Coming back to modern times, we still have a lot of work to do creating equality for women in science. According to data from the NSF, in 2013, only 1.6 of the 5.6 million science and engineering positions were held by women. Women are particularly underrepresented in engineering and managerial positions. In 2009, only 14% of engineering positions were held by women. This is the outcome of a trend we see throughout women's lives. Despite interest in science at a young age, fewer women than men pursue degrees in science, and even fewer get jobs in the field. We lose women at every step. So why aren't women pursuing degrees and careers in STEM? It's a complicated issue, but there is still an attitude that women aren't as capable in science and mathematics. This is communicated to young girls, making them far less likely to pursue an interest in science. One way to fight this is to show examples of women in science, thereby giving young people a role model which they can relate to. We need to diversify the societal stereotype of scientists in all directions, to include people of color, women, and folks with disabilities, to name only a few. There are also issues, of course, related to sexism in the workplace and the gender pay gap. We have a lot of work to do before we achieve equality in STEM. But in honor of the International Day of Women and Girls in Science, I'd like us to celebrate existing women in STEM. I invite you to comment, tweet, and just talk about your favorite female scientists. By recognizing women's achievements in science, we can show young people that science is an exciting option for everyone.